Hey, you guys, do you like Star Wars? Let's do a video tonight. A Star Wars video where we can fall asleep. I'm gonna do a couple different things about Star Wars, but really, the main reason why I like Star Wars, mainly, the number one reason, is Harrison Ford. And tonight, we're gonna look at recipes from the Star Wars Cookbook. That's what we have on tap for tonight. And I do love the Star Wars flavor ice pop. I did a video a month or two ago on my channel, Star Wars ice pops. I love ice pops, and I couldn't resist Star Wars. But the main excitement for me, the big draw, is Harrison Ford. This is a Cowboys and Indians, the premier magazine of the West. Cowboys and Indians, this is from September 1997. So 97, 2007, it's 19 years old. This magazine is 19 years old. Look. It's like it's brand new. And I'll get into this later, but Harrison Ford. Look, if we have time in this video, I'll read Harrison Ford. Or I might just have to make it a separate video by itself and do the whole magazine. Look, someone, it's probably my daughter, got a picture over there. I can't believe it. So, that's my main interest in Star Wars. And let's get started with some recipes from the Star Wars. Oops. And look, are you proud of me? Look at my mug. I wanted to get in the mood. Look at my black mug with the white sprinkles. Doesn't it look like space? And this mug was just sitting up in the cupboard. I'd go to have a nice added prop for the Star Wars video. You know, at the front of the original Star Wars movie, they have the stuff. They have the words streaming up right in yellow, and the backdrop. This is what the backdrop looked like. Remember that? I believe it was 1977. I can remember even where we were. We went to Westwood. It was a little college town for UCLA. That's where we saw the premiere of Star Wars. Our whole family went. It was a big deal. I was still in high school, and our whole family went with our best friends down the street. That was awesome. Okay, Harrison. Star Wars Cookbook. And we have Wookie cookies on the cover. Wookie cookies and other galactic recipes by Robin Davis and photography by Frankeny. Frankeny. Now, Star Wars fans of any age can cook food that is truly out of this world. From C-3PO pancakes to Jedi juice pops, this intergalactic cookbook features healthy snacks, delicious dishes, sweet treats, and easy-to-use recipes that will entice even the pickiest of eaters. It includes shiny foil stickers featuring Star Wars characters, tips for cooking with kids of all ages, recipes for the following. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30 recipes. And the Star Wars cookbook will delight would-be culinary Jedi Knights around the galaxy. From the Los Angeles Times Book Review. I don't know about the stickers, but I do. In all honesty, I love the original Star Wars movie and the Return of the Jedi. But I think even when I get to the third movie, I get kind of lost. So the first two movies that I like the most. Okay. Now they said they had stickers. Where's the stickers? Oh, I almost forgot. Here's the bubble gum I'm chewing tonight, by the way. Bazooka, sugar-free bubble gum. And if I find a good recipe, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to keep this here. And the Star Wars Cookbook by Chronicle Books out of San Francisco. Robin Davis. Photography by Frankeny. Now, where are the stickers? Let me see real quick. We got this from the library. I just want to look real quick. I don't think there's any stickers. Oh, wow. I bet that was cool when this book was brand new. Let's see. 1998. Copyright Lucasfilm Limited. Published by Chronicle Books. Book designed by Daniel Carter out of Studio 212. ChronicleKids.com. So we have recipes for breakfast. We have beverage recipes, snacks and sides, main courses, dessert, and a brief introduction. I might do the introduction last. Consider young Jedi. Why bake a plain old cookie when you can bake a super chewy Wookie cookie? We'll talk about getting started. Oh, by the way, this is a kid's cookbook. I forgot to mention this is a kid's cookbook. First off, they said, getting started, keep an adult in the kitchen with you at all times. And wash your hands with soap and warm water before cooking. Be careful. The calm and perceptive mind of a Jedi warrior will enable you to protect most mishaps in the kitchen. Use it well and follow these general guidelines. Be careful. Respect the mysteries of the Force. Never run in the kitchen. Keep everything away from the stove burners. I have all these little safety tips. Be aware. Cultivate the awareness of a Jedi. Never leave the kitchen while something is cooking on the stove. And not only so Jedi tips. Cute. What a cute little book for kids. When did this come out? In 1998. How cute. The tools of a Wookiee chef. The tools of a Wookiee cookie chef are powerful but simple. You probably already have everything in your kitchen that you need. And here's a list in alphabetical order of what you might need. So obviously they have all these things from A to Z, starting with aluminum foil and ending with wooden spoons. Go forth, young Jedi. Make your Hoth chocolate be sweet, and may your dark side salsa be spicy, and may the Force always be with you. How cute. Let's see, breakfast. Princess Leia Danish stews, 3CPO pancakes, Ooh La La French toast, Twin Sun toast, and Mos Eisley marshmallows. I'm thinking of pancakes. There's a Princess Leia Danish stews. Look how cute. There's Danish rolls, like, like her buns. Doesn't that look like her hair bun? The side of her head. I think I'm going to read that. Danish stews, and then the 3CPO pancakes. Let's start on Princess Leia Danish stews. Ingredients: butter for greasing the baking sheet, all-purpose flour for dusting the work surface, a tablespoon of butter, 1 10-ounce package of refrigerated pizza dough, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of milk, 1/3 cup of confectioner sugar sifted, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Lightly grease a baking sheet. Put the 1 tablespoon of butter in a small saucepan and set the pan on the stove and switch the heat to low. When the butter has melted, turn off the heat. Next, lightly flour a work surface. Unroll the pizza dough on top of the flour. Using a pastry brush, brush the melted butter over the surface of the dough. Next, put the granulated sugar and cinnamon in a small bowl and stir it with a small spoon until well mixed. Sprinkle the cinnamon sugar mixture over the dough, leaving about a 1/2-inch border on all sides. Next, starting at the long side, roll up the dough into a log. Using your fingertips, pinch the seam together to seal. Next, using a knife, cut the log crosswise into 1-inch thick slices and put the slices, cut side up, onto the greased baking sheet. Next, using pot holders, put the baking sheet in the preheated oven. Bake until golden brown, which is about 20 minutes. Carefully transfer the baking sheet to the cooling rack and cool about 5 minutes. With a spatula, transfer the rolls to a cooling rack and cool for 5 minutes more. Next, put the milk and confectioner sugar in a small bowl. Stir in a spoon until a small frothing forms. Stir in the vanilla. Using a butter knife, spread the frosting all over the tops of the cinnamon rolls, and it makes about 10 rolls. That looks good. That's a nice simple recipe. Now, 3 CPO pancakes. Let's see here. Ingredients. 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 2 cans of pineapple rings, 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 large eggs, 1 cup of milk, butter, and maple syrup for serving. First, preheat your oven to 250 degrees. Next, put the butter in a small saucepan and switch on the heat to low. When the butter has melted, turn off the heat and let the butter cool slightly for about 5 minutes. Next, meanwhile, open the cans of pineapple. Drain off the juice from the cans into the sink and set it aside. And by the way, that's 2 cans, the 8 1/4 ounce cans each. And then, next, pour the flour. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. They say that drain off the juice from the cans and pour it into the sink. I say pour it into a cup and drink it. Now, pineapple has bromelain in it, and it's good for digestion. Next, put the flour and brown sugar and baking powder and salt in a large bowl. Stir with a wooden spoon until well mixed. Next, break the eggs into a medium bowl. Add the milk and 4 tablespoons of the melted butter. Whisk until well mixed, and slowly whisk in the flour mixture until well blended. Next, with a pastry brush, lightly brush some of the remaining melted butter in a large skillet. Set the skillet on the stove and switch on the heat to medium-high. Fill a 1/3 cup measuring cup with batter. When the skillet is hot, after 1 minute or so, pour in the batter. Cook the pancake until golden underneath and bubbles burst on the top, usually about 3 minutes. Next, place 1 pineapple ring in the center of the pancakes. Using a spatula, carefully flip the pancake. Cook until golden brown on the second side, about 2 minutes longer. Transfer the pancake to a baking sheet using a pot holders and put the sheet in the oven. Repeat steps 7 and 8, brushing the skillet with butter as needed, and serve the pancakes warm with butter and maple syrup. Makes about 8 pancakes. Doesn't that sound good? Pancakes with butter and syrup. Ooh la la French toast. Twin sun toast. Oh, like a twin star, but this is twin sun. Twin sun toast. Let's see. Tatooine is a hot desert planet located in the outer reaches of the galaxy. It is home to young Luke Skywalker, who would sometimes gaze dreamily at the planet's twin suns. Ingredients: 1 wide slice of sourdough bread, at least 7 inches wide, 1 teaspoon of butter, 2 small eggs, and salt and pepper to taste. Put the bread in. This is what we're making. That looks good. The twin sun toast. Doesn't that look good? First, put the bread slice on a cutting board and, using a 2-inch round cookie cutter, cut out 2 holes side by side in the bread. Make sure to leave bread between and around the holes. Next, put a skillet on the stove and switch on the heat to medium and put some butter in the skillet. As the butter melts, spread it evenly on the bottom of the pan and place the bread slice in the pan and break an egg into each hole. Sprinkle a little salt and pepper on the eggs. Fry until the clear part of the eggs turn white. 1 to 2 minutes. Slip a spatula under the bread and flip it over quickly. But carefully, don't let the eggs slip out of the holes, and cook for a minute more and slide the toast onto a plate and serve immediately. For one serving. That looks good. Doesn't that look good? Let's see. Wisely morsels. Beverage. Hot chocolate. Oh, Skywalker smoothies. There's Luke. There he is. Luke definitely has the Force on his side, but sometimes he gets an extra boost from these scrumptious smoothies. Ingredients: 1 cup of fresh or frozen strawberries, 1 banana, a half a cup of pineapple, grape or orange juice, and 4 ice cubes. Oh, I can taste it already. It's so simple and easy. These are fun, easy recipes. I love simple recipes. First, if you are using fresh strawberries, cut off their stems with a knife and put the fresh or frozen berries in a blender. Next, peel the banana and break it into pieces and add them to the blender. Then, add the fruit juice and the ice cubes. Next, put the lid on the blender. Make sure it fits tightly and properly. Turn on the blender first at low speed, then increase to high speed. Blend until smooth and frothy, 1 to 2 minutes. Turn off the blender and wait until it stops. With a wooden spoon, check to see that the fruit is thoroughly blended. If not, you need to repeat this step. Next, pour into 2 glasses and serve immediately. This makes 2 servings. And for variation, you can add a scoop of vanilla or berry frozen yogurt to the blender along with other ingredients. And a Java Jive milkshake. Yoda soda. Jedi Master Yoda levitates Luke's X-Wing from the Dagobah Swamp in The Empire Strikes Back. Here he peacefully levitates a frothy glass of Yoda soda. Ingredients: 3 limes, 3 tablespoons of sugar or more if desired, 1 cup of sparkling water, and 1 scoop of lime sherbet or sorbet. Oh my goodness, doesn't that sound good? First, place 1 lime on the cutting board and cut it in half and squeeze the juice from each half into a measuring cup. Repeat with the remaining limes until you have 1/4 of a cup of juice. Next, put the lime juice and 3 tablespoons of sugar in a small pitcher. Stir it with a wooden spoon until the sugar dissolves. Add the sparkling water and stir until mixed. Taste and add more sugar if desired. Next, using an ice cream scoop, scoop up the sherbet and drop it into the tall glass. Pour in the lime water and serve immediately, and this makes one serving. Variation: you can substitute rainbow sherbet or lemon sorbet for the lime sherbet. Doesn't that sound delicious? I'm excited. In fact, it's such a nice hot, warm summer day. Yoda soda, page 22. I'm excited about that one. Look at how refreshing that looks. Oh my goodness. Snacks and sides. And let's see what we have here. Dark side salsa. Ewok Eats. The Force Fruit Fun. The Force be with you. Ingredients: the Force Fruit Fun. 2 cups of strawberries, bananas, or blueberries, or a combination of the 3. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice and 3 tablespoons of sugar. Preheat the oven to 225 degrees. Next, wash the fruit. Remove strawberry stems with a knife and peel the bananas if using bananas. Next, place the fruit in a blender and put the lid on the blender. Make sure it fits tightly and securely. Turn the blender on low speed at first and then up to high at puree until smooth. Turn off the blender and add the lemon juice and sugar. And put the lid on again and blend some more. Next, with a rubber spatula, spread the fruit puree as thinly as possible onto a non-stick baking dish. Next, bake in the oven for about 25 minutes, and next, using a pot holder, transfer the baking sheet to a cooling rack, allow to cool, and then peel the fruit off the sheet and eat. Cool, makes 1 to 2 servings, so this is like a little fruit roll or a piece of, like a fruit roll. The Force Fruit Fun. Cool. That's a nice idea. Tuscan Raider taters. Jabba Jiggle. Let's see, what is that? This green fruity treat wiggles and jiggles just like Jabba. Oh my goodness. Ingredients: 1 11-ounce can of mandarin orange segments, 1 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple in its own juice, 1 6-ounce package of lime jello, 2 cups of cold water, and 1 cup of seedless grapes. First, open the cans of mandarin oranges and crushed pineapple. Drain off the juice from the cans. They say to drain it into the sink, but I say drain it into a cup and drink it. Okay, next, fill a tea kettle with water and put the kettle on the stove and switch on the heat to high. Bring the water to a boil and then remove from the heat. Next, open the jello packet and empty it into a large mixing bowl. Carefully measure 2 cups of boiling water and pour those 2 cups over the jello. Stir with a wooden spoon until the jello dissolves completely. Then stir in the cold water. Next, add the drained mandarin oranges, pineapple, and the grapes. Stir until well mixed. And lastly, pour the mixture into a glass bowl. Refrigerate until firm, at least 2 to 3 hours. And this serving makes 8. Cool. Oh, Jedi juice pops. Cool is that? Jedi juice pop. Ingredients: 14 small or frozen strawberries, 1 1/4 cup of fruit juice such as orange juice, cranberry juice, apple juice, fruit punch or lemonade. If you are using fresh strawberries, cut off their stems with a small knife and place one strawberry in each ice cube compartment of an ice cube tray. Fill the ice cube tray with the juice. Next, put the tray in the freezer and freeze until almost firm for about 2 hours. And next, push a popsicle stick or a toothpick into the center of each cube through the strawberry. Return to the freezer and freeze until firm, about an hour longer. And lastly, pop out the juice bars and eat. Mix 14 pops. Variation. You can use banana slices, seedless grapes, or orange segments cut into chunks instead of strawberries. I think strawberries with fruit punch sounds the best. That's what I would use. Main courses. Gritos burritos. Looks good. Han burgers. Finally, something Han Solo. Harrison Ford, my hero. Han burgers. There he is. Let's see. Han burgers. Han Solo is generally right-handed, but is known to fire a ketchup blaster with his left hand. Condiments always taste better when blasted onto one's food. Cute. Ingredients. 1 pound of ground lean beef, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 4 tomato slices, 4 whole wheat hamburger buns, lettuce leaves, pickle slices, ketchup, and mustard for serving. Put the ground beef, salt, pepper, and Worcestershire sauce in a bowl, and using your hands, mix them together until well blended. Next, divide the meat mixture into 8 equal portions. Form the portion into 8 patties of 1/4 of an inch thick. Place 1 tomato slice on 1 patty, top with another patty. Use your fingers to press the edges together to seal. Repeat this step to your make 4 filled patties. Oh, I see. So what you do is you're going to have a patty stuffed with a tomato inside. Put 1 tomato slice on 1 patty. So you top it with another patty and then you seal it. So when you bite into there, there's a tomato slice in there. Good idea. And then you repeat that until you make 4 patties that are filled with tomato slice. Put a large skillet on the stove and switch on the heat to medium. And when the skillet is hot after about a minute or so, carefully put the hamburgers in the pan. Cook until brown on the underside, about 6 minutes, to check the corner of the burger with a spatula and peek underneath. Flip over the hamburger and cook on the second side until brown and cook through about 6 minutes more. Next, use the spatula to transfer the burger onto the bun. Serve with lettuce leaves, pickle slices, ketchup, mustard. Blast it on, of course. And this makes 4 Han burgers. I like that idea. In fact, I'm writing down Han burgers, page 36. Not necessarily that we're going to make that recipe exactly. I think we're going to add a few pieces, but we'll probably add cheese. And we'll probably specifically use Dijon mustard. I like the idea of stuff inside the beef patty. I think we'll put cheese in there. Oh my goodness, I'm getting hungry now for pickles and a hamburger. That's terrible. Obi-Wan kebabs. Galaxy grilled cheese. Oh my goodness. I'm addicted to grilled cheese sandwiches. When we go to Target, like one of my staple things when we go to Target is I always order in the little food court, the Target. It's a grilled cheese sandwich for kids. I think it's like $2 or $3. I always say I'm not going to get it, but when I get there and I see it in the menu, I have to have it. So let's see. I already know. I'm going to write down this recipe. Page 40, grilled cheese. I already know I'm going to like it. Ingredients. 4 slices of whole wheat bread. And I already know I'm going to change that to sourdough. 4 teaspoons of butter at room temperature. 8 thin slices of cheddar cheese and 8 pickle slices. Lay 1 slice of bread on a work surface and spread one side with a teaspoon of the butter. And repeat the remaining bread slices and butter. Next, turn 2 bread slices over so the buttered slices are down. Top the slices with the cheese slices, dividing them evenly. Next, lay 4 pickle slices over the top of each stack of cheese. Top with the other 2 bread slices, buttered sides up. So it's making 2 sandwiches, so each sandwich gets 4 pickle slices and 4 cheese slices. Oh my goodness, that sounds good. With bread and butter. Next, place the sandwiches in a skillet and set the skillet on the stove and switch the heat to medium. Cook the sandwiches until golden brown on the underside and the cheese begins to melt. About 3 minutes. To check, lift up a corner of the sandwich with a spatula and peek underneath. Using the spatula, flip over both sandwiches and cook until golden brown on the second side and the cheese has melted, about 3 or 4 minutes longer. Next, use the spatula to transfer the sandwiches to a cutting board. You can cut your sandwiches into stars or planets if you have a star-shaped or round cookie cutter. Press the cookie cutter straight down onto the sandwich and be careful not to burn your fingers. On the hot cheese, lift the cutter gently. Repeat with the other sandwich and serve the sandwiches immediately. Serves. Makes 2 sandwiches. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. I'm getting so hungry already. Okay, boba, fettuccine, crazy cantina chili, the fighter ties. These galactical finger foods are sure to start a battle in your very own kitchen. A battle over who takes command of the fresh from the oven fleet of TIE fighter ties. Pre-cooked sausages or hot dogs, breadsticks. That does not look good to me at all. I don't know. That just doesn't look that good. I'll skip this recipe. Desserts. Old Darth Vader dark chocolate sundaes. I love ice cream. Some speculate that Darth Vader was lured to the dark side by these dark chocolate sundaes. Oh my goodness. Ingredients. A half a cup of bottled hot fudge sauce. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a good recipe. of chocolate ice cream, a half a cup of whipped cream, 4 tablespoons of chopped nuts, and 4 teaspoons of chocolate chips or chocolate sprinkles. Pour the hot fudge sauce in a small heavy saucepan and put the pan on the stove and switch on the heat to low, stirring constantly until the sauce is melted and smooth. Remove from the heat. Next, set out 4 bowls. Put 2 scoops of ice cream in each bowl, and next, top each serving with about 2 tablespoons of hot fudge. Top with the whipped cream and sprinkle each serving with a tablespoon of nuts and a teaspoon of chocolate chips or sprinkles. Makes 4 servings. In variations, you can use any flavor ice cream or any flavor sauce that you like. Other toppings besides peanuts might include M&Ms, mini marshmallows, fresh berries, or shredded coconut. Oh my goodness. I'm writing down. Page 47, hot fudge HFS. I don't know what that is. Hot fudge sundae. Oh, I love ice cream. Well, Wookie cookies. And Bosque brownies. Death Star popcorn balls. No, never a fan of a popcorn ball. Sorry. Wampa snow cones. R2-D2 treats. Sand Trooper Sandies. Little cookies. And last page is an index. This has been fun, you guys. I'll be doing a video on this magazine, Cowboys and Indians from 1997 eventually, so be looking for it. Be sure to look for my Star Wars Ice Pop video. I did it about a month or 2 ago. And let me know if you liked any of these recipes. My favorites, obviously, you heard me talk. I get it, I got so excited. The Yoda soda, the hamburger, the grilled cheese, and the hot fudge sundae. That's me all rolled up in a fun package. Hamburgers, sodas, grilled cheese, and ice cream. And let me know what you think of my impromptu last second Star Wars mug. It was perfect. It's been sitting in the cupboard forever. Maybe I'll start using it.